I'm now going to talk about the two main ways of uploading text content to WordPress. That's through posts and pages. And there's an important distinction between the two that you need to be aware of. Posts are for recording events as they happen, they're for news stories, for individual items of content that'll shift down the list as new things take their place. Pages are much more about stand-in content, so they're the kind of pages that'll be used as references. They might host about content that describes what your blog is about. They might have A to Z lists or other resources like that. So what you're going to probably end up doing is creating a mixture of the two kinds of posts. The first thing I'd suggest you do is click onto the pages icon and add new page. And as much as an exercise for yourself, as a sort of good way of getting some description on your site about what the blog is all about, set up an about page, and you might want to use the opportunity to describe the blog, put a contact detail on there if people want to get in touch with you to send you stories, information, get involved or update you. So if I just put in some dummy text, you probably want something a little bit more interesting than that. And you can then click Save Draft if you're not ready to publish it, or Preview will give you a view of what the post will look like when it goes live. And if you're feeling particularly brave, you can click Publish, and that'll go out, be published to the world. And remember, whenever you're using this software, we are publishing this and it's going out there, so be responsible in what you're putting out there, because you ultimately will be responsible if there's any legal issues or other complaints or what have you. So that's pages. In terms of recording events, getting little news stories up there, they don't have to be text-based, they can have images and video and what have you, which I'll show you later. But your key tool here is posts. So if you select posts and click add new, you then can put in a headline to describe the post and some body copy. So I'm just going to do some dummy copy. And that behaves in much the same way as a kind of word processing tool like Word or something like that. And you can play around with this, you can edit it later, you can save that draft again, you can preview or publish. And what I'm going to do is show you how to edit that content once it goes live. So I'm going to click Publish. And this may take a few seconds. And it'll give you a handy note to tell you that you've published your post. And you'll be faced with the screen like this, which shows you how your blog looks, so you can get an impression of how that post has been realised on your site. And WordPress, those of you who have used it before and come back to it, they have updated how they present this information. They immediately try to help you to publicise your work and to use social media to get eyes on your content. And as journalists, that's something that we're obviously very interested in. So we'll talk a little bit about that at a later date. But essentially, you're done, and you can then edit your post. And one way to edit your post is to go back into the dashboard, and then you can click on Posts, All Posts. And that'll just bring up a list of everything that you've published. If you hover over the title, you can then edit, and that'll bring you back to that original editing screen so you can start making some changes.